Oh,
15th of April, Rabbi Furst, Pierke Avos, Pesach.
Okay, 1 second here. I want to see how I'm going to do this for you. We're gonna have to.
Do you have WhatsApp, Rabbi?
No, I don't have that here. I don't know. To read. 1 second. You know what you can do? It's a little bit strange to try and do this, but um, you might be able to if you can take a screenshot. Let me first put it on the. Let me first get it onto the screen. But you might be able to take a screenshot, and then you'll have an image, and that you could print that image, I think. Let
Yeah,
me
oh,
that's something we could do.
let's see. I'm surprised that this Zoom program doesn't have a way that you can download the the documents from the other person in the Zoom.
It
There
has
must be.
a button. Let's see. Sharing is not turned on. Request sharing. I'm sending you a request.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, multiple presenters can share. Okay, so now, where is this? Must be drive. Why didn't that come over here? 1 second here. 1 second. Things are going slow.
There is also a docs item, uh, which I've never used before, so I don't know.
Uh-huh.
It supports Word documents.
Okay, that's what I have here. 1 second.
I'm sharing a document. I don't know if you can see it.
1 second. Let me just go back into the yeah, right. I see that you're sharing that document, right?
You see,
So,
hi, this is a doc.
right.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
So
How
see.
does it?
you could do the same thing. If you click on more and you click on documents,
Right.
you could cut and paste into the document.
And that you could download it as well and cut and print it if you want. I'm just doing this for you in case you want to print the document. But if you just want to view it, um, 1 second.
Not sure if you could print. Let's see, open in browser. Let's see, what does that do?
Let's see here. Share. Hmm. Uh, I'll tell you what. Um, Mhm. Okay, we'll get this on the way here.
Yeah, you can open it in a browser and then you can print it.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm gonna try with you should be able to do with a PDF. Okay, let's run through this straight. Let's run through this slowly. We're gonna I'm gonna put up I'm gonna give you a PDF. Let's see. It comes up embedded in a PDF. Okay, share. So we want to go to document. So how do I more documents? Oh, oh.
You have to share it with me.
Okay, so let's see. How do I do that? So first I have to put on sharing then. First, hold on a second. Okay, so now
Oh,
I'm sharing it. It's on the
okay.
share. So can
Okay, so
you
I see it now. Now, can I grab it here?
okay?
Okay, let's see. I'm seeing. I'm on a share screen now, but and I see your document. Let's see.
Yeah, funny, I don't.
How do I grab it? Let's see.
I'm enough share. Okay, I see what you've got here.
I didn't get yours. I'm not sure what. Let's see. Stop sharing.
Hmm.
Uh,
Mhm. Let's see here. Let's see how we can do this. Documents. Okay, not working. All right, let's try the other way. Have to learn more about this. Um,
yeah. To experiment with it. I'm not able to grab your document. I'm just seeing my document.
mhm.
Huh.
All right.
Whoops.
Okay, yeah, let's see. You have oh,
I could see it. I could just read it from the screen if you want.
okay. And as I say, it could be maybe. Let me point out where it's going to be. Um, mm, let's see. Okay. Um, let's see. I want to start here. I'll tell you which number. You see the numbers. It's numbered. Um,
Yeah, I see the numbers.
okay. So it says here. Let's start with the Gemara. Right. Let's start with the Gemara. It brings a Gemara in Sanhedrin. You see that? Hmm.
I see Talmud Bavli. I see Torah Chaim.
Right. So here, by hey, it says my yadai tovin biyam. This is talking about the Egyptians. The Egyptians were drowning in the Yam.
Okay. Maaseh Yedei Tovim B'Yam. Uh, it happened through the which Tovim they were immersing.
Well, here my sa yadai, meaning the works of my hand were drowning in the ocean. The Yam.
In the ocean.
Toibim means to be drowning in the ocean.
Drown.
Shehakol Nivra B'Maimer V'Ha'adam Nivra B'Yadayim, but no, B'Div Yis Barach
Biyadav Yispara.
B'Yado Yisbarach. Let's
Right.
see. In order that all that were created,
Meaning, yeah, everything was created b'maimer with through the utterance, the speech of Hakadosh Baruch.
and and man was created through his hand, to the hand of the Holy One, the hand of the Blessed One,
Actually, literally, it's the plural. Yadav, the hands of the Holy One.
the hands of the Blessed One.
Right. So
Uh,
again, again, we're talking. This is all in symbolic. This is symbolic, right? Obviously, we're not talking about the actual hands of Hakadosh Baruch Hu, but the Torah's speaking symbolically to give us a difference between everything was created through the utterance of Hakadosh Baruch Hu, right? But when it came to create Adam, so to speak, Hakadosh Baruch Hu took a more direct act of creation for Adam than the rest of everything else.
right. Okay. What is this abbreviation? Kaf Mem Shin.
This is Kemosha Kasav. And I mean, again, this is an explanation, excuse me, this is an explanation of why it's called Masa Yadai Tovim. Why is Hashem referring to the Egyptians as his creations, right? The works of his hands, that they are drowning in the ocean. Why are they being referred to as the works of Hashem's hands? So the explanation of that is that since Adam was created, so to speak, with a more direct participation, so to speak, of Hakadosh Baruch Hu, it's considered that they're the handiwork of Hakadosh Baruch Hu. And this is all coming to. We're going to be explaining through this, meaning there's a big question that's asked, meaning during the, as you've noticed, the last 2 days Hallel, or we said a half Hallel. On the first day of Pesach, we said a full Hallel. And the
Right.
question is, why do we only say a half Hallel for the rest of the Hag of Pesach instead of a full Hallel? So that's something which we can approach an answer to through this document.
Right. Okay, so as it is written, Vitishas alai kifacha.
Kipacha, right? It was like that's another pasuk which is referring to it was upon him as a hand. I mean, it was a resting upon him of a hand.
uh, Kidifirash,
Could it perish Rashi, Zal?
Kidifirash Rashi, Zal, Bipri, Bereshis. The commentary of Rashi on Bereshis, Kiviachol, as if Ke'ilu Haisa Tercha Lefanav Beber Is Ha'adam Yoter Mishar Kol Habrios Lechach Nakat Maaseh Yedei Tovim Bain Biyam Keilu Amar Kochi V'otzam Yedei Ashta Zos V'atem Omrim Shira. Okay, so let's see. The expression of Rashi on Bereshis it's as if, or as to say, it's as if there was a difficulty for Lefanav before him in the creation of Adam, more mishar. I don't know what's mishar.
Mishar, since it's kiviyoko ki'ilu haisa tereach lefanav bebrias ha'adam yosem mishar kol brias, that it was as if Hashem put in more effort in the creation of Adam more than other creations. Meaning, it's again, it's all symbolic. The fact that the Torah uses the expression Yadav when it came to the creation of Adam, that's to show, so to speak, that Hashem took more efforts, interest, and personal involvement in the creation of Adam more than in the other creations of everything else.
Right. Therefore, when the work of his hands was drowning in the sea, it's as if he said, my strength what's va'otzam?
And the might, my strength and my might of my hands that was done, well, that was created them.
Right. The strength and the might of my hands did this.
Right.
Uh,
Also, Zos, they did this, right?
and they and they are singing song.
Right. Now,
And then
what is the
they're
singing?
saying
What is the
song.
singing? What does the singing song have to do? Look at the next. Look at the next entry in Vav over there.
Ika Rava,
Eicha. That's the Medrash Eicha Rabbah.
Echa Rabba, the Medrash Rabba, uh, what's Vayilna?
Uh, that's Vilma. That's the Vilna edition. The Eicha
Oh,
the Pesichos in the prefaces of the Medrash.
Amar Reish Lakish, Bishlosha Mikomos, Bakshu Malachei Hashares. Reish Lakish says that with uh, in three places, uh, the angels um, bakshu. That's
Bakshu, they sought their
they
Malach Yesharis.
the ministering angels sought Lamar to say Shira, to sing Lifnei Hakadosh Baruch Hu, before Hashem, velo hanichan, and they didn't rest.
Meaning Hashem did not allow them. Meaning in the history in the history of the universe, the Malach Yesharis on three separate occasions wanted to sing Shir Lifnei Hakadosh Baruch Hu, but Hakadosh Baruch Hu did not allow them to do it.
He didn't allow them to
What
do it. The
what were
Elohim,
the
and these are those are the three. Badur Hamabul, with the generation of the flood, uh, Ubayam
Ubiyam? That's the Yam Suf at the
and the
time of
Yam
the drowning
Suf,
of the Mitzrayim, right? The Yam Suf.
Ubechor Ban Beis Hamikdash, and the destruction of the temple.
So that was
Okay,
the three times. So we have to understand that. Why? Meaning, what was the problem in them singing Shira? That Hashem didn't allow them.
right. So the generation of the flood, they're all dying off, and the angels want to sing because it's a great miracle.
Well, actually, it's even more than that. One second. We're involved. Let's refer back if we can. How do I get out of this? Oh, here we go. Yeah, take a look at go back to Aleph Talmud Bavli Masechet Sanhedrin Daf Lamed Tes Amud Beis Amar Rebbe Acher Bar Chanina. Take a look at that over there.
Okay, so Rabbi Acher Bar Chanina said, "Be'avad Rishaim Rina."
This is a pasuk. The Avid in the destruction of the evil ones is a outcry of joy. Rina is like jubilation. Rina is like jubilation. With the destruction of the Rishoyim is a jubilation.
Uh, Be'avod Achav Bein Amri Rina, and the destruction of Achav, son of Amri, is
Yeah,
a relation.
right. Achab was a terrible king. He did terrible things to Klal Yisrael, and with his destruction was jubilation. So now the Gemara asks,
Umi chadai kudesha v'richu b'mifaltan shel rishaim. And who, what is chadai?
Kadai is like exaltation, exaltation.
who exalts uh, Hashem uh, b'maflitan. I don't know what's
That's
b'maflitan.
that's from the word nafal is like from the downfall of the Rishoyim.
From the downfall of the Rishonim. Who is it that rejoices Hashem from the downfall of the Rishonim?
Meaning is HaKadosh Baruch Hu really exalted in the destruction of the Rishoyim. So here, so go down two more lines. It says the line beginning where the arrow is Zu Kitov, right? Lefi. Start with that word Lefi. She'ena Kadosh Baruch Hu.
Lefi she'ein Hakadosh Baruch Hu shemach hu simcha milafatan shel rishaim. In order that
Lefi, like Lefi is like because.
because it should not be that Hashem is happy with um, the destruction of the wicked. De Amar Rav Shmuel bar Nachman Amar Rabbi Yochanan my dichsiv velo karav ze el ze kol halayla. So it's stated by Rav Shmuel, son of Nachman, in the name of Rabbi Yochanan. How is it written that it should not be called this and this all night?
Right, so this is a pasuk. If you look in pasuk in the Parshas Bashalach, right, it says there, "Lo karb ze el ze kolai." They did not approach one to the next. Kol alai. The whole night through, when the Egyptians chased after us, and we were encamped at the shore of the Yam Suf, so Egyptians
Right.
came close to us, and Hashem did not allow the Egyptians to approach us to encounter our camp.
So we're asking why that happened?
Well, no, he's saying meaning again, we're trying to bring a proof. We're trying to discover, so to speak, if a Kadosh Baruch Hu is in fact joyous over the destruction of the Rishoyim.
Right.
So we see here that in the pasuk says they did not approach one camp. The camp of the Egyptians were not allowed to approach the camp of the Jews at the shore of the Yam Suf. So Ba'osa Shah at that time.
And is it and vice versa? Ze al ze? The Jews did not approach the Egyptians either?
No, well, we weren't interested in them. We wanted to get away from them as much as we could.
Okay. We didn't want to preemptively attack them?
No. We were interested in trying to turn away. We weren't interested in fighting.
Okay. Okay. So Hashem did not allow the Egyptians to touch us all night.
Right.
The Osa Sha'a Baksho Malache Hashares Lamar Shira Lifnei Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Okay, so in this hour, Uh,
Right. Meaning at that, like at that time.
at that time, the ministering angels, uh, what's bakshu?
They sought.
They sought to sing uh, before Hashem. Amar lahen, he said to them, Hakadosh Baruch Hu, Hashem said to them, Maase yadei tov in biyam, the works of my hand are drowning in the sea. Vatem omrim shira lifanai, and you're going to sing songs before them. Amar Rabbi Yossi bar Chanina.
Okay, 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 let's leave, let's stop there. Okay, so now, um, right, so that brings us back to, um, okay, so that was one of, as we did in Vav, right? We did in Vav, that was one of the three times they sought to say Shira, and Hashem didn't allow them. One was the Dora Mabel, one was the Yam that we just learned about, and then there was the Korban Beis Hamikdash. Okay, so let's now go to Zion. That's the necklace Yaakov here.
Amar Rabbi Yochanan mipnei ma lo ne'amar behoda zu ki tov. So Rabbi Nachman said before, in front of, mipnei ma, mipnei ma. For what reason?
Right, that's right. What
Do
reason?
we
Good.
not, do we not say Bahodia zu kitov about Bahodia, but about this Thanksgiving
This
that
is
is
referring,
good?
I think this is referring to the Shir al Yam, and the whole Shir Ayam, right? We don't say Tov, right? Hold it. I just want to double check something here. A minute.
Yeah.
Mm, Tov, right? Right. We don't say the word Tov. It's not mentioned Tov, meaning a lot of things we praise the Kadosh Baruch Hu for, but we didn't mention about it was Tov.
Right.
Why?
Lefi she'ein Hakadosh Baruch Hu simcha b'miflasan shel rishaim, because Hashem is not happy with the destruction of the wicked. Amar Rabbi Shimon bar Nachman, Amar Rabbi Yochanan, my dichsiv velo karav ze el ze kol halayla. That Rabbi Shimon, son of uh, Nachman, said in the name of Rabbi Yochanan,
That's Rabbi Yonis. I think it's Rabbi Yonis in it.
Rav
Rabbi Yonis.
Yonasan, uh, why is it written, and he didn't let them come together all night? I don't get it. What does that have to do with Hashem being happy?
Okay, well, we'll see. Hold on to it. It's just we're going to see there's a repetition. This is a repetition of the original question. Right? That's part of the exact question. Meaning, what is this? Why is this statement relevant to whether Hashem is happy or not?
V'osa sha'a bakshu malachei hasharesh lamar shira. At that time, the ministering angels wanted to sing song. So they wanted to sing a song during the night when the camps were held apart.
Yeah. Hmm. Apparently.
Amar Amar lahen Hakadosh Baruch Hu Masa Yedei Tov Im Biyam Vatem Omrim Shira. And Hashem said, My creatures are drowning in the sea, and you want to sing? But that's not true. They weren't drowning at that time.
Okay, hold on, hold on. We're gonna deal with that. Hold on.
Who falai daha Yisrael Amar.
He says, Palai is a wonder. This is a it's a wonder. This is a wonder.
Oh, it's a wonder, and this is a wonder that that the Jewish people said Bemet Shira. They said a true song. Achar Shenit Valu Hamitzrim. After the Mitzrim drowned, the Jewish people sang a true song. V'gam ba'achav acher misaso, and also was Achav after he died. V'od ma tzara yesh be'avidas I don't know, ayin kaf vav mem.
That that it says no. That V'od my Sarah Yesh Vedas Akam is a Ovdei Kochavim, those who are worshiping idols. What's the Veda? What's the loss of those who are worshiping idols? Va'apikorsim and heretics.
Huh.
Okay, so it's referring to the Egyptians. The Egyptians were of the Kochavim and Apikorsim.
Right.
Hageroim be mivamos, that they died.
No, the Vigorin Mibehemos, meaning the question is, what's distressful, Matsara, what's distressful in the loss of the idol worshippers and the heretics? Giorin Mibehemos, they're worse off than animals.
Oh,
Meaning, if you have a human being, right? You have a human being, and the Zion Mitzvah B'nai Noach, right? They have to believe in Hashem, and they can't be worshiping idols. So if you do have idol worshippers and you have heretics, right? So what's the distressful aspect of their destruction, right? They're worse than animals. Animals, at least, you have a cow. The cow's doing what it's supposed to do. It gives milk, right? You have a spider. It's making a web. So the spider's doing what it's supposed to do. The cow's doing what it's supposed to do, right? But when a person's an idol worshiper, and when he's a atheist, so they're not doing what's supposed to do. They're adding destruction to the world instead of positive influence and blessings to the world. So it's better to have them out of the way.
Therefore, it would seem didu o de kav oseh.
Kadosh Baruch Hu. It seems it's known that when a Kadosh Baruch Hu
when Hakadosh Baruch Hu acts with justice uh, in the beginning, no, with the wicked,
Right. Oh, that's right. It's known that when a Kadosh Baruch Hu acts with justice with the evil ones, the Rishoyim,
Shemo Yiskedal, his name is sanctified. Umi Umis Kadash, and he's and magnified and sanctified. Kid
right.
Kasiv, as it is written, Nodeh Hashem Mishpat Osei. It's known that Hashem does justice.
Right.
Uh,
So let's think about this again. The question is, what is the stressful aspect of the destruction of the idol worshippers and atheists, that when Hashem is destroying them, he's doing mishpat. He's bringing out justice, and through that justice being rendered, that his brings an exaltedness and sanctification of his name. So what could be bad about that?
right. Um, V'chein Perush Rashi Dekama Mikomos. And therefore we have the explanation of Rashi of the places, so some places, ube vadai kadosh baruch hu chadai bazeh, and certainly Hashem chada. Oops. Uh-oh, my screen just went crazy.
Huh.
Right.
You okay?
Better take over, Meir. I can't see the screen anymore. I have to fix it.
Okay. Uvivadai hakadosh baruch hu chadai vazeh. So what? Certainly Hashem chadai.
Yeah, this is um I think is this is uh, one second. I'll look it up for a minute. One Lamed test on the base. 1 second. It's a
What's it
lesson in
in
the Gemara.
Vayikra?
It's not in the Pasuk. It's a lesson. I think it's lesson Aramaic.
Oh,
Uh,
oh yeah. Hadai is not Hebrew, right?
so 1 second.
Maybe it's in Jastro. Let me see.
Could be. That's an idea.
Let's see if I can find it.
It's a form. It's a form of. It's a form of joy. A form of joy.
Oh, okay. Okay, so certainly Kadosh Baruch Hu, um, I guess, had this form of joy. Amnam zeh davka kshehu mishpat tzedek. Oh, amnam is what, certainly or indeed.
I'm not like however. This
Oh,
is
however, this is certain. This is davka specifically that it's righteous justice. It looks
right, a
like.
righteous justice.
Yeah. Okay. V'lazeh kol halayla kashe kitragu ha-miktragim halalu ovdei avodah zara. The halalu ovdei avodah zara.
So this is the answer. What you knew you were asking a few moments ago? What's the connection of Lokar of Zel Zed? They weren't allowed to approach one another, right? So that's an indication as it's quoted here now. Bevadei Kadosh Baruch Hu chadei b'zeh. Definitely Hashem is going to be happy with this. Amnon zed dafki kishu mishpat tzedek. That's dafki if it's a righteous judgment. But by the Kriyas Yamsuf, when Klal Yisrael was going to pass through the Yamsuf, and the Egyptians were going to be drowning in the Yam, right?
Mhm.
There, Kol Halayla, what's the Kol Halayla? Kol Halayla kimishikatrim amikatrim halalu over Zora, halalu over Zora. There were severe indictments against both the Egyptians and the Jewish people. They were saying both of
Oh,
these people are over the Zora. Both of these people are doing idol worship. So why should it be that the Jews will pass through on dry land and emerge alive and well on the shore, and the Egyptians will die and drown in the ocean? That's a chesur, and that seems to be a chesur. And according to these indictments, these claims against Klal Yisrael, that we also were worshiping idols. So
oh,
that's the connection of lo karab zel zeh
uh,
kol
But
halayla.
my
Kol
question was,
halayla.
but my question was that they weren't drowning at that time.
I mean, but it was now the time that the judgment was taking place, right? So the judgment was taking place as to whether or not both would be drowned in the Yam or just the Egyptians, right? So even though it wasn't actually taking place, the actual drowning, but the decree that was going to be enacted in the morning was now being decreed at that time at night.
Huh. I don't know that I still don't really understand why it's even bringing up the fact that this and this could not touch each other.
Because
It
the
would make more sense to me if it just said uh, the Jewish people went into the sea, and the angels wanted to sing, and Hashem said, "My creatures are drowning."
again, because we have to understand that when the Rishoyim are destroyed, there is joy for a Kadosh Baruch Hu, right? So why in this case, when the Egyptians are being destroyed, and they were certainly being destroyed because of their evilness, their riches, right? So why didn't Hashem allow there to be song? Why wasn't Hashem happy? And that's the basic question. The basic question is why wasn't Hashem happy with that destruction of the Egyptians at the Yam? And so much so that Hashem stopped the Malachi Assuris, the ministering angels, from saying Shira that at that time.
hmm.
Right. But
So
again, that time was not the night before.
no, that was the next morning, but the decree was now being sealed at that time at night. The nighttime was when the decree was being sealed.
How do we know that?
That's what it says here, because it says here, what's called halayla. There were indictments being made that look, the Jews are worshiping observer Zorah, idol worship. The Jews are idol worshippers, and the Egyptians are idol worshippers. So why is one group going to be allowed to live and one going to be allowed to be forced to die? It's not righteous.
Okay, so but we're getting that from the Gemara, not from the Torah.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Okay.
Mhm. Okay, I'll tell you what, maybe we'll begin tomorrow with a repeat of this paragraph, so we'll focus it a little bit clearer, and then we'll be able to further more answer the questions we're asking here. Um,
Okay. Thank you, Rabbi.
Yeah, thank you for
Okay.
giving a
All right.
share.
Thank you. Okay, listen, I'll see if I have access, I'll try and maybe send this document to you in emails. I'll try and when I get home, I'll be able to have access to email, so I'll see if I can't do it then.
That would be
Okay,
great. Thank
sounds
you.
good. Mayor, I
All
don't know
right.
if you're aware, but we have another shir coming up now with Rabbi Levitt, if you're
Oh,
interested.
no, I wasn't aware.
Yeah, he's teaching from 11 to 12,
Oh, okay.
and
I'm
he's
gonna,
talking about the plagues. He's going through the plagues and the statements and showing the
okay.
difference between them.
I will join you in a few minutes. I want to grab a quick bite to eat, though.
Okay, enjoy.
Very good. Okay, I
Okay.
hope to see you
Have a
both
good night,
tomorrow, Mitzvah
Rabbi.
Shem. Thank you
Okay.
Okay,
both.
bye-bye.
Shalom. Bye.